girlfriend. She said, okay, where are you going? I told her, and I went off on the date, and I was out really late, and I came back home, and she was staying up for me, and she said, Seth, what did you end up doing? I said, I was on a date. I said, okay, well, where'd you go? I said, to my girlfriend's house. She said, okay, who else was there? She asked me all these questions, right? I said, nobody, just me and her. Her eyes got big, and she said, basically, are you crazy? I mean, ultimately, she was saying, this is how girlfriend becomes baby mama. And at that moment, I had two conflicting mindsets going on towards my mom. A part of me was saying, this woman is trying to stop me from my freedom, from my independence, from making decisions on my own, from thinking on my own, from handling my business. And I wanted to rise up and just lash out at her. But then there's this other part of me that was saying, no, no, no. She's not there to stop you. She's trying to push you towards success. Remember her story. When she was a teenager, she got pregnant. She's not trying to stop you from being independent. She's trying to protect you from the things that she went through, having to carry a baby through high school, having to take time off of school to go through labor and delivery, and then finishing high school with a little boy. It totally changed her life. She went through such a painful process and experience, and she didn't leave adolescence powerful. She came out of that pitiful and struggling. She was trying to save me that painful process. So the next time your mom, your grandma is standing there having that conversation, wondering what you're doing with that boy, what you're doing with that girl, maybe they're not trying to stop you from something great. Maybe they're trying to push you into greatness to make sure you don't go through the pain they did. A black inner city kid from Louisville, Kentucky had a beautiful bike that was stolen. He was so mad, so frustrated. His friend said, hey, go down and talk to Officer Joe Martin. That's the guy you need to talk to. He'll help you get your bike back. So he followed the instructions, went down, found Officer Joe Martin, and he was so angry. He said, you got to help me out. Somebody stole my bike. I'm so mad. I'm going to whoop somebody. Officer Joe Martin just called me and said, well, fill out the police report, and we'll see what we can do. He said, but before you go try to whoop somebody, do you know how to fight? The young man said, of course I know how to fight. I'm going to whoop him. He said, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I run a boxing gym downtown. Come down later tonight. I'll be down there. I can train you. Later on, he took him up on the offer, went down to the gym, fell in love. There's people training all over the place. He was like, this is what I want to do. We know the guy is Muhammad Ali. Think about this. What if Muhammad Ali would have viewed this adult, this police officer, and had the mindset that, what is this police officer going to do to help me? Nothing. If he wouldn't have went down there, he would have missed his destiny. What he didn't know was that this police officer was going to push him into his destiny. So many of us miss the opportunities because we view these adults as people that are going to block us. Why would we want that? The opposite is true. You have a choice. How you respect those adults in your life will determine how painful this process of adolescence is and how powerful you come out. Good luck.
All right. I really liked that video, so that's why I wanted to share it out with you. When we get back on here, we're gonna finish up right quickly. Almost done. So what is disrespect? Here's some examples of disrespect, because I know that you like to know exactly what I'm talking about. Sarcasm, and I know you know what sarcasm is. That's disrespectful. When you ignore people who are asking you questions, adults or authority people. When you backtalk. When you're condescending. When you condescending, of course, you know means when you treat someone as if they're beneath you. When you lack manners. When you cuss. When you have facial expressions that show that you're angry or displeased or something that they said. When your tone of voice is loud or doesn't show that you recognize that you're speaking to a person of authority. All those examples of disrespect. So here's some things you can do to counter that. When your parents ask you to do something, the right answer is always yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Never call an adult by their first name. I think they said that in one of the other things earlier. Always say like Mr. Joe, Mr. Chuck, or whatever. Don't call them by their first name. Be careful to use your best language and attitude around adults and people in authority. The next one is do what you're told without arguing. Don't take what you're given for granted. And so show some appreciation for what you're given. Say thank you and please. That's all I have. I'll try to make it short and sweet for you.